Hey, everybody, welcome back. I am Rob. This is Al. We are the Lounge Life Podcast. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining us today. We have another very special episode coming to you for Women's History Month. We are in our, what is it, second to last guest to join us, Al?
Yes, that would be number 4.
Number four. So we've been plugging along. We've been doing uh, one guest a week for Women's History Month, something super special, something near and dear to us. Um, but you know what? We have not one, because originally we promised one, but we have two amazing women joining us today. And that is Giselle Herrera and Sandy Cobas, her mom, from El Titan de Bronze, all the way down in Miami. Um, they are looking forward to joining us. We are looking forward to having them on, talking about such an amazing little, uh, one of the most amazing little cigar boutique cigar factories that absolutely turns out fire for literally every single company that it makes stuff for. Like honestly, they make stuff for the biggest companies on the market. Um, but before we bring them on, we have a little show to get to. So, correct? Am I correct in that, Al?
Yes, we got some business to take care of.
We have some business to take care of. All right. So, um, first of all, we would like to thank our show partners. They have been with us from the beginning. Some of them have been with us from the beginning. Uh, we have a huge announcement coming up um, April 1st. So if you're watching this, it's not far away. We have a huge announcement coming up April
Big,
1st.
big,
Big, huge,
huge.
huge. Um, Big announcement coming up for a new show partner. We are super stoked. You will find out April 1st, where we will drop an announcement on our page. Um, but we're super stoked about it. So, first, before we do anything, let's say thank you to our show partners. And the one who has been with us from the beginning is none other than Valor. Valor Cigar Accessories. These guys are out of Texas. They handmade American products. They
Veteran owned.
make veteran owned and operated. Um, 10% of all their profits goes back to veteran and first responder charities. So when you help them, they help the vets and first responders. So, um, they make cutters. They have stuff coming out in the future that we'll be hopefully privy to soon. They have cigar cases. Um, what am I missing? Am I missing anything?
Hats, coffee cups.
Hats, coffee cup. They have everything.
Yep.
They have a straight cut. They got a V cut. They got all kinds of stuff. But
And
go
like you
check
said,
them
they've
out.
got some really cool stuff in the hopper that's coming very, very soon.
Oh yeah, and we will have that before everybody else. So, and we will be able to show you on air how it works, but yeah, thank you, Valor Cigar Accessories. You can check them out on Instagram, Valor underscore cigar underscore accessories on Instagram. All this stuff is on on our link tree as well. So if you go to our link tree, um, you'll have a link to all of our show partners. Then we would like to say a big thank you to our next show partner, which would be Badass Beard Care. Because if you look over at Al's big sexy beard right now, this is absolutely the reason why he's got the sexiest beard on earth right now. Um,
Yeah,
I
that's
just
a
will.
little exaggeration, but okay, I'll take it.
It's close enough. Close enough. So Badass Beard Care, they just brought out their quarterly small batch scent, which is called 0 Hour, and I've been saying this nonstop. I love the way it smells. It's sandalwood, it's tobacco, and it's bourbon. Like honestly, what more do you need in life but sandalwood, tobacco, and bourbon?
That's right. Well, and they're about to release their next quarterly, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh yeah, their next quarterly. Uh, we will be getting that as well. So keep a lookout on that. badassbeardcare.com. Remember, do not fear the beard.
And that is another veteran owned and operated company out of the US.
We love these veteran owned companies. They deserve our support.
Most
Uh,
definitely.
Next, we will say hi to our neighbors at the north, Heavy Eight. Heavy Eight, they make one of the coolest lighters. I love this thing. Honestly, look at this. You got one side is a soft flame, one side is a torch flame. You got one side to light it up, one side to touch it up. Uh,
Yes.
Honestly, they're from Canada, but this lighter is cool as hell. It's light. It holds a good amount of gas, and
And it's
yeah,
reasonably priced.
and it's absolutely reasonably priced. So find their link on our link tree as well. Go check them out. Go buy some stuff. Support them. They
They
are a
also
small.
they also offer the ping lighter
Oh yeah,
um, with the soft flame also, which are top notch.
always, always top notch. And what else? We have our audio show partner, which is Rock Audio USA. They so graciously sent over mics, in-ear monitors, um, and the quality is great. The price is reasonable. So go check Rock Audio out as well. Like I said, all these links are on our link tree. And yeah. So thank you so much. We will have one more show partner to thank soon. But you'll have to wait for that. Um, April 1st, be on the lookout. Huge announcement. Huge. Um, then man, this heat's too high. I gotta turn this heat down. And then what else? We want to mention our merch. We have all kinds of new merch dropping. Me and Al are constantly designing. Look at that. Lounge Life Podcast X, uh,
We call it the fish design.
the fish design. We'll call it the fish design.
Yeah.
So the fish design Lounge Life Podcast hat, possibly shirts. We can make shirts. We can make all kinds of stuff because of Al over here, who now has, you know, uh, his
Big
own thing
Al's
going.
Custom Apparel. Let's go.
Yeah. Big Al's Custom Apparel. So, if you guys need anything, check out Big Al. He got you stuff. Um, but yeah, we got all kinds of new merch. We're constantly designing new merch. We are putting stuff on our bonfire store, but then we have stuff that's not on our bonfire store. The newer stuff you have to reach out to Al for. So just remember to hit up Big Al when you want to buy any of our stuff. Support us because we do this for free, please. Um,
This
yeah,
helps us bring you better content.
absolutely. And it helps us go to places like PCA, which will be in 3 weeks from today. We'll be in New Orleans, which I
Um,
can't freaking wait for. It's unbelievable, unreal. We will be in New Orleans in 3 weeks talking with the big boys, and we're going to
and
bring it all to you.
so
Um,
be looking out on Instagram because there may be an Instagram live from PCA.
there may be a bunch of Instagram lives from PCA. We're gonna beat everybody. We may go live with who knows the Leaf Cutters,
Smoking
Texas
sounds.
Smoking Sounds Pod, Texas Cigar Society. Like everybody's gonna be there. Matt Cigar Hound Dog is gonna be. I mean, guys, everybody will be there.
Joe
So
knows.
Joe knows who knows, but we'll be there and we'll have live reactions. We may have live after party stuff. I mean, listen, we've got invites to after parties, like personal after party invites that we are looking forward to. And you don't know who we're rubbing elbows with. Klaus Kellner, uh,
Steve
Steve
Saka.
Saka, bro, the guys from Artisano,
Um,
everybody,
the
everybody.
Nashville cigar boss himself,
Oh, yeah, John
John
Huber.
Huber.
See, I didn't even have to mention him because if you watched our show enough, you know that John Huber is just a fixture on this page at this point. We just
Yes.
all we need is right here, just a partner with Crown Head Cigar right in that corner right there.
I think cigar Crown Heads fanboy shirt it may be coming out.
Oh gosh. I
just
don't
for
know.
just for me.
Just for you, hey, I'd wear it too probably. So just not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
And I mean, we may be seeing Pete Johnson, um,
The guys from Chamali,
um,
Michael
uh,
Knowles from
Lou
Mayflower,
Lou from Lure Cigars
Lou Cross
and
from Lure.
Valakari.
Yeah. Like I said, we have so many media appointments. I mean, we're trying to, I mean, we have Steve on our list. We've already have the confirmed appointment. So we will be seeing Steve there. We're trying to get Jonathan Drew at this point. Matty Rock, you know, it's
Pedro,
yeah.
Izzy.
There's just so many people coming up
There's,
that
I mean,
we're so
it's
excited. It's big. It's big. Big.
big.
And so now that with all that stuff out of the way, I need you guys to do us a favor. We need you to like our stuff. We need you to comment on our stuff. We need you to follow our stuff, subscribe to our stuff. Please, if you see us on Instagram, like our page, follow us, and follow us over to YouTube where we do our episodes, and like and follow that, sub to that. Guys, we love
Post
it.
a review. Post a review. It helps other
Post a
people
review.
find
Yeah.
us.
Like I said, we do it because we love it and we love you guys. So go check us out, like, follow, subscribe. Uh, that's all I got. I need you to do it now. Now. Um, but yeah, so now with that out of the
Friends.
way, what now? Uh, what are we going to move on to next? We can actually start our show now. So what I think we're going to do now is uh the rapper
Move
report.
into the rapper report. Brought to you by Valor Cigar Accessories.
Brought to you by Valor Cigar Accessories. So, Al, what little tidbit of news you got this week that you found interesting? What you got?
Well, L Titan de Bronze turns to Noxa for a new line. So
Which is interesting because all their stuff is usually made in Miami. So,
yes, that's right. El Titan de Bronze cigar made in Nicaragua. This month, March, the cigar will be headed to stores. So, Nicaragua American Cigars SA Noxa um, is has
for
all
those
has
that
been
for those of you that don't know, Noxa is Oliva, by the way.
gotcha. They have been a distributor of El Titan de Bronze, which until now has been made in the company's factory there in Miami. So this new cigar, the El Titan de Bronze Nicaragua, um, has a broadleaf wrapper, Mexican binder, and Nika filler.
Okay.
It will be offered in a Corona, 6 1/4 by 48, with an MSRP. Get this of $7.99.
That's fantastic.
It will also be offered in a Robusto, 5 by 54, with an MSRP of $8.49. Toro, 6 by 52 for $8.99, and a Gigante, or as we know it, a Gordo, 6 by 60 for $9.49. So um, it's awesome price point. Um, I would hate to call it a budget cigar because of the price, but coming out of Noxa, it's gonna be fire.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and Sandy Cobas says this moment reflects both our heritage and our future.
Absolutely.
So
We will hear about that, by the way. It's funny that you bring that up because we have Sandy Cobas here today and she will be talking about that later in the
hmm,
episode.
Coincidental? I think not. Um, so that's what I got. What's tickled your fancy here lately?
All right. Call me a Crown Heads fanboy. So we just found out last week that Crown Heads is turning to my father for their um, a new core line cigar called Moonflower.
PCA
Um,
release.
PCA release 2026. For its newest line, Crown Heads is turning again to My Father's Cigars. Um, so the two companies have worked together for more than a decade, most notably the Las Calaveras. It's been more than 10 years since they've introduced a new regular production line from the Garcia family factory. Um, Moonflower is a Nica Puro, so it's got all Nicaraguan tobacco filler, wrapper binder filler, including a Corojo seed wrapper. Um, and in the press release, John kind of describes it as a medium plus body. It's going to be offered in three sizes. It's going to be a Robusto, a Corona Gorda, and a Toro. The MSRPs don't look bad. They range anywhere from $12 to $13.50. So, uh,
Again, a great price point, and um, I'm
fantastic price point. Fantastic price point.
I'm
Um,
sure I haven't had the opportunity to smoke that yet, but I know one of
yeah.
us has um, in a pre-release
Hmm.
situation. But I have no doubt. Um, Crown Heads lives in a space that hits my palate 99.9% of the time.
Yeah. And it's cool because what I like about it is it's got really nice notes of like baker's notes. Like it's got a really nice cinnamon note, like almost like a cinnamon toast crunch type of note, which is fantastic when it's in cigars.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people refer to it as baking spice.
Baking spice. But the cinnamon is more prevalent. So a lot of the times you can get other baking spice notes.
Yeah,
But the cinnamon is very prevalent in this stick.
awesome. So, are you saying it would pair well with Fireball?
Oh God, please stop. We're not doing that. Listen,
Uh, that's a
we are a cultured cigar and spirits podcast, sir.
that's a poor decision.
That's a poor decision. Wink, wink.
That may be a foreshadowing of a new segment coming in the future. So,
That's so
Rob,
good.
what are you smoking today?
Oh, this is actually my first cigar, by the way. Actually, my third or fourth cigar now because I blew the top off yesterday. This is one of my first cigars I ever smoked. The first real cigar I ever smoked. This is a Champagne Anniversary by Perdomo.
And that too was my first cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just as good as it was then?
Still good. Still a great Connecticut.
Awesome.
It's that time of the day. So, we got the cigar going, we got the Connecticut, we got the coffee,
Very, very good.
we got Al and his traveling soundstage,
Yes, I am on location today for a very special assignment.
killing
Uh,
bugs dead.
uh, eh, maybe. So, well, and that concludes the Rapper Report brought to you by Valor Cigar Accessories.
Now we have what's in the ashtray. And what's in the ashtray? Still not sponsored yet.
Yet,
Yet.
yet.
Yet. So Al, have you smoked anything interesting or uninteresting lately that we need to talk about?
Yes, it's not a new cigar, but it's a new cigar to me.
It doesn't
And
always have to be new cigars.
no, but it's funny we've already spoken about crowned heads because I indulged in the Tennessee Waltz.
Oh, it's so good.
It uh, it's fantastic.
Especially when they get some age on them, they're absolutely gorgeous.
Well, and this one's probably had a little age on it because it was the old duds. It was the
Just the
orange
orange.
ribbon footband.
Yep, just the orange footband.
Yes. So not as well dressed as the new well, it's not new stuff. It's the same cigar, but um the new branding is just elegant and just really really nice. So it in the first part, the first third was spicy, um, a little earthy, um, and had really strong hints of leather, um, which I'm a fan of. And then as it moved on into the second third, the spiciness, the pepper backed off. Um, a little cocoa came in there. Um, a little bit of coffee, or slight bitterness. So I think that's usually what I um, take as coffee. Um, and then it just finished out very smooth, very balanced. And it's a medium, I'd say medium smoke. So from Big Al, it gets two thumbs up.
From Rob, it gets two thumbs up too, because they're great. And if you've tried any of uh the newer stuff in the different sizes, the Corona Gorda is delicious. The Corona Gorda, whatever.
Yes,
The
I
Corona.
had it in I believe Toro. Don't remember exactly the
Because
exact.
the OG release didn't have more than just the size it has.
Right, right. Um, John is really good about. Um, I think on releases, there's usually a special release pack that's got a couple of different Vitolas in it, but then the regular production is one size. But he's expanded those Vitolas, and so a little something for everybody.
Yeah.
So what have you experienced lately, good or bad?
So I had a pretty decent, actually really decent. It was good. It's a special edition cigar because Mr. Limited has to smoke the limited edition stuff. It's from Hoyo de Nicaragua. It's called Hoyo the Antonio CT the Bull. Um, so it is a limited edition size that was made only for and it's got a footband that says made for amigos de JDN. And basically it is a kind of like, I would say, they're for like the stores that first adopted them or have spent X amount, and they have this loyalty program that it's kind of like Opus. When you buy Opus, you get like the big Opus stuff if you buy enough of it.
Hmm.
This is kind of like with Hoya, where you buy enough Hoya and you have enough sales in Hoya, and you get this limited edition, or you get this entrance into the Amigos de JDN size, the Bull. It's a 4.5 by 60 figurado, so it's like a little. It's almost like a little. Gorbusto, I guess you would call them, or a little dang, what do they call those things? Nub. It's like a nub size, but instead of like a rounded cap, it's got the almost got like a 109 cap to it. So it's kind of like it's not like a total half circle. It's like a half oval kind of.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So it's not a torpedo, but
It's
it
not a torpedo. It's not a
somewhere in
Parejo.
between.
It's 109 is like halfway in between. Exactly. I would say like a rounded off torpedo.
Gotcha.
Um, but it's pretty much got the nice Antonio CT notes. It's a Connecticut shade wrapper, so it's got really nice hay, cedar, really nice punchy white pepper. Um, about halfway through the stick, you start getting really nice light, like sugary sweet notes, along with like a breadiness. It almost reminds me of like a glazed donut when you
Ah,
think about it. And you have towards the end, you have like really nice light earthy and coffee notes. um, it's a limited run cigar, so finding them, it's a limited run limited edition, so uh, good luck finding them, but if you do grab them, if you're like if you're a shade fan, which I am, of shade in the morning, absolutely pick them up, and they're pretty pretty good for the price. I think I paid like 13, 12, 13 for a limited edition stick. So that's
that's
not
not bad.
bad. No, it's not
That's
bad
not
at
bad.
all.
Well, and because I'm a fan of the fried bread with the nice glaze on it,
Who's
um,
not a fan of the fried bread with a nice glaze on it?
yeah, that's very, very true. That might be something that I need to pick up.
Yeah, it's worth it. If you could find them, it's worth it.
I gotcha. I gotcha. So that is what's in the ashtray.
Now, I think it's time to get to our guest.
Ding ding. Time for the main event.
Hey guys, it is time for the main event. Unfortunately, my partner could not be here today. Big Al, you are missed and you are loved by all. Um, Listen, man, family obligations come first. So I have decided to take this interview by myself, with Al's blessing, of course. We are continuing with our Women's History Month programming, and joining us today are legends in the game, Giselle Herrera and Sandy Cobas of El Titan de Bronze, which is a little legendary Little Havana cigar shop known for handcrafting some of the finest cigars in the world, made for themselves and some of the biggest names in the game. We'll talk about their journey in the cigar industry, the art of cigar making, and what it means to carry forward a legacy while paving the way for future generations of women in cigars. So let me bring them on now.
Hi.
Giselle, Sandy, welcome to the Lounge Life. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me.
So, for listeners who may not know the full story, can you tell us a little bit about El Titan de Bronze and how it became such a little shop became such a respected name in cigars?
Good one. A good one. A lot of work and effort and how we started. I really started with my dad and my mom in the liquor business. That's
Okay.
how we really started. And when the boom of the cigars, I couldn't get cigars. I mean,
Hmm.
Little Havana, you had Ernie Carollo, you had Padron, you had Camacho, you had Reyes, you had a lot of people here, but everybody was out of cigars. So
Yeah.
Ernie Price is nice enough to give me a box, I paid for sell me a box of cigars, and I was so excited that at least I had a box of cigars because cigars go hand in hand, believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, of course.
So I said, if I can't get cigars, I'm gonna have to make.
Okay.
One day I'm looking like through the Mayfair Hotel. There was a cigar roller there rolling cigars. And then I went in because it's his handmade Cuban cigars. I went in and I was fascinated by how this man with a bunch of leaves made this cigar. So
Yeah.
because you know anything about cigars, so then I asked him if he could make cigars for me. And then he said, yeah, on weekends I could go, where are you? I told him, we had a liquor store, blah, blah, blah. And then he came, I made a nice table for him to roll. And it was going great. But every Friday, I had an ATF undercover agent, which I didn't even know. Get a bottle of wine. And here I'm so excited. I have a Cuban guy rolling cigars, the whole thing. I'm selling his cigars all the way.
Wait, hold on. So she gets this roller that she met at this local, hotel.
Hmm.
She's she decides, what, nobody's selling cigars to me. I'm gonna make my own cigar. And then she started making cigars in the liquor store with the gentleman that she met at the hotel.
Hmm.
Enthusiastic and so excited, and she just figured that she had her tobacco alcohol license to sell.
Yeah, because when he said,
Right, wait, hold on, wait, let me tell you,
Yeah.
to sell tobacco. So here comes this patron that would come every Friday and, buy his bottle for the weekend. She was so enthusiastic to show him about this new cigar venture that she started to do, not knowing that he was an undercover ATF agent.
yeah,
He says, Sandy, I love the idea, but you need to stop, and you need to stop now. She said, and then she says, I have my license. Look, it's on the wall. This alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
Yeah.
And then he goes, no, that license is cigarettes.
And I said, holy shit, that's going to cost me my divorce. And it's just everything went to hell with the cigar thing. I was so enthused with the cigars. And everybody was so excited for me that I just went all out making the cedar boxes, getting the van PSO. I mean, I went all out, top of the line.
Hmm.
And
But he ended up helping her.
yeah, he
That's
did.
awesome.
Sandy, just stop right now. And I said, oh my God, what am I going to do? Honey, okay, I'll stop, but what am I doing? So don't worry. We're going to see if you can get
Yeah.
the license, the TB tobacco permit license, because I was even in a residential area. I was in a little.
Yeah.
So then they did help me. They were such sweethearts. And fast forward, they helped me. And then from there, we opened up here, stores down. And then I had already a lot of clients from the liquor store,
Hmm.
make a cigar store. So then, little by little, it just started, taking off. And I'm a people person. I love
Yeah.
people. I love what I do. I get all excited. And it just then, La Palina was the first one that we did with Bill Paley. He put us on the map with Goldie, and I have
Yeah.
Maria Piedra. And then from there was Kyle Wharf, and then from there, Padilla, 8 and 11, 1932. From there, I don't even know if it was State, and Miami. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Will worked in here. And then, of course, Jonathan offered him an offer he couldn't
Of
resist.
course.
You better take off because you're never going to make that kind of money here.
Yeah.
So then he went with them and successfully Liga Privada and underground all the cigars that are not
Herrera.
For them. He
Yeah.
blends them. So and he's my son and my son-in-law. I always say that's Giselle's husband, and then she goes, "Mom, but I'm his daughter." And then
Oh, yes, Willie Herrera and my daughter, not my daughter and William Herrera.
Yeah.
so it's just a lot of hard work. getting
Yeah,
the good material. Remember, we get everything flown in.
of course.
We
Yep.
don't, like we're not in Nicaragua, we're in the Dominican. We could pick the leaves. I mean, we get samples, and then from there we blend, and from there we pick what we like.
Yeah.
So everybody has their own blend, and we're so tiny, but we have like the old. You come in here, and it's like you walk into Cuba. It's
Yeah.
all Cuban tradition, and tiny factory.
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I was in there, definitely is tinier than normal.
yeah, yeah. And then I remember one time, Cigar Aficionado came, Natola, Greg Natola came, and he couldn't believe they were doing a thing with Maria Cieza, and they couldn't believe. He said, "But you are making the things you make out of here?" And he goes, "Little,
Hmm.
little." But it's the enthusiasm and the passion we have for
Yeah.
what we do, and it's just I have to like you.
Yeah.
Over.
Now,
I don't like.
Giselle, how did your journey lead you into the cigar world and eventually into El Titan de Bronze?
Okay, so I've always been behind the scenes. I've always, I was always involved. I was always helping. But I'm a teacher. My profession was I was a special ed teacher for 17 years. So
Okay.
my family was in the cigar industry and manufacturing cigars. I did my own thing in education. But then as my grandparents got older and their health started to deteriorate, my mom needed, you know, more help.
Hmm.
We was already in Drew Estate. Um, I had already been out of teaching because I stayed home for a while.
Yeah.
Um, but I had to step it up once my grandparents' health started to deteriorate.
Hmm.
Started helping my mom, and now I am running all operations. I've been here already full time 8 years.
Wow.
Years,
8 years.
Wow.
years.
Now, El Titan de Bronze is, I visited El Titan de Bronze and I was absolutely blown away by, even though how little it is, how many cigars you guys actually turn out in a year for some of the biggest companies. Uh, it's famous for its traditional Cuban style craftsmanship. What makes the factory's approach unique to the way that you guys produce these cigars?
Well, we do everything in small batch, even though we make cigars for big companies.
Yeah.
It's limited run and it's small batch. And when I
Yeah.
say small batch, it range between 25 to 50,000, sometimes even 100,000 cigars. Our rollers are capped at 120 per day. So what I always tell everybody is not the quantity, it's the quality.
Hmm.
So we get to kind of zone in on the construction, on the material being, the best possible for the rollers.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's just limited quantity. We can't, compete with these factories that have, 1,500 pairs or
Yeah, of course.
no way. And then it does become very challenging since you've been here and it is so small. So everything really has to line up once we start a production, we know we have to have the boxes, the labels, because once we age the cigar, we need to get the cigars out.
Yeah,
I wish we had, a couple of thousand square feet
of
more where
course.
we could age it 6 months, but
Yeah.
I mean, have that luxury, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, you were talking about you only have limited pairs of rollers. Now, rollers traditionally in the Cuban word is they're known as torchadors or torchadoras. How long does it really take someone to become a truly skilled torchador or torchadora that rolls cigars?
True. There's some good in Cuba. It's 9 months to 12 months of training.
Okay.
And one thing I learned um, once I started working here full time, between the Cuban traditional way and the Nicaraguan or the Dominican way. The Cubans do entubado, and they do the cigars from beginning to end.
Yep.
They take a lot of pride in that. So even if they could do double the amount, they refuse to do double the amount because they like to do their cigars from beginning to end
Yeah.
versus the Dominican and the Nicaraguan work in pairs, one bunches, the other one picks the rock.
Okay.
Cubans don't also, you have to have special training for specialty sizes, is something that I learned also. So a Cuban roller usually is trained, that 9 to 12 month period on
Mhm.
traditional triple cap round head, not a torpedo or a figurado or a lancero.
Yeah.
All those specialty sizes, there's specific training that they have to go through to do those. Yeah, to do those sizes. Versus Nicaraguans learn everything, and the Dominicans learn, all sizes.
Yeah.
There's no real discrepancy. They have to learn how to do it all.
Yeah.
Our Cuban rulers that we have, they each have their own specialty. Like we're fortunate enough to have two of our tortadoras that Maria, before she got sick and passed, she trained them on how to do the lancero with the fish.
Yeah.
So, and it took a while. Everyone thinks it's a small skinny cigar. What's to it? It is extremely hard.
Yeah.
Cigar.
Mhm. Now, when you think of particular cigars that come out of El Titan de Bronze, do you feel there's a single cigar that comes out of the factory that represents the soul of El Titan de Bronze itself?
I would say, I think all of our cigars have a little piece of what we are and what we
Okay.
present in each of our unique blends. There's no one cigar that tastes like another cigar.
Mhm.
So we take, for instance, a Goldie versus a La Colmena from Ward. It's
Mhm.
distinct, different blends, but we have that little El Titan flair to each of our cigars. And we're
Mhm.
very proud about that.
Yeah.
If I want to tell you one cigar that I think embodies what my mom and I are striving for, and that's like keeping, our family values and all the sweat, blood, and tears that my grandparents have sacrificed.
Yeah.
I say that New Redemption that I reblended, I think I did a better job than Mr. Herrera himself. I think I tried to embody everything that we have been trying to aim for in that one blend.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, she smokes with Willie a lot of blend. And when he's blending, we'll bring back cigars.
We'll test each other's recipes, but we don't share our recipes.
Yeah.
Now, just for those who don't know, we're talking about Willie Herrera because Giselle is the wife of Willie Herrera, who works for Drew Estate. Just for those who don't know, if you don't really, you're not up on Drew Estate. That's how Willie is kind of mixed into the mix here. So, um, but yeah, so I just wanted to drop that little bit of knowledge for those who didn't know. But so as we celebrate Women's History Month, how have you seen the role of women kind of evolve in the cigar industry over time?
Oh, I think we're doing a great, great job stepping it up into this industry, you know, earning our respect.
Yeah.
It's a male dominated industry, but definitely women are
Smoking.
more women are smoking, more
Yep.
women are becoming, brand owners.
Hmm.
And I think we're becoming very comfortable within this male dominated industry. For sure. I think my mom has paved a huge way
Yeah.
for all, upcoming um, women in this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
in your 30 years?
It's definitely evolved, and I every day I have women that come in, buying their cigars, for themselves. I'm like, oh, she goes, oh no, my husband doesn't smoke. I'm like, oh, that is so funny. And no, he just joins me, but I'm the smoker.
Okay.
You definitely see a lot more of that.
Hmm. Well, there are some. It's funny because there are some people that you look at trends for smokers, for cigar smokers especially. Over the last 10 years, they said people between the ages of 20 to 40 and female smokers are the two largest growing demographics in the United States right now, for cigar smokers. So that actually is not surprising at all to see more women come in and to enjoy a cigar. Now, historically, women have always been part of the cigar factories, but often behind the scenes, like you said, rolling and all that kind of stuff, producing cigars. How important is it for you guys to see women now leading, blending, and actually shaping brands of cigars in this industry?
I think it's wonderful. I think there's room for everyone, and I think
Females have that touch.
I
think.
I think
I mean,
I
that
mean,
is
well,
great.
I think overall, I think we're a little bit more in tune. I would
Hmm.
say second nature, like to flavor and aroma.
Yeah,
We have that just by nature. We're a little bit more zoned in. We could zone in more, I
a
think.
more refined palate.
A more refined palate, yes, definitely. And I get very excited, and I'm proud of all the women that are in this industry. Making a name for themselves. I mean, it's a tough industry to
Yeah,
penetrate for sure, but they're doing it, and we're doing it. So you got to keep going.
yeah. Now, who are some of the women in the past in cigars who have inspired you, current or past women in the industry?
For us both, we were very, very inspired by Maria Sienna.
Okay.
Her whole story, uh,
Clarito.
her sacrifice, the love that she had for her, the art.
She was
And
one of the first female,
yeah,
the first 30 females that rolled cigars in Cuba, because men only rolled cigars.
Hmm.
So Castro, Celia Sanchez decided to tell Castro that she wanted a cigar factory, and she picked 30 females from the 17 and 18 years old who were gonna make cigars, especially for Castro, because the factories were men. The females only did veined and did the wrapper and box. So she was the first real legend of
Yeah.
female getting into the cigars. And then we learned a lot from her because she worked at the elite Ladito factory in Cuba.
Hmm.
And from there, she just taught us so many things about the
Yeah.
band, about the closed foot. She was excellent in making los lanceros. So she had a passion. She
Yeah.
definitely, and she worked 32 years. She retired from Eladito, from the 30 young girl. She worked 32 years there.
Mm.
So that inspired us also. For someone
Yeah.
that hasn't, you would look at her cigar and you would touch it and she would look at you like saying, don't you touch it. And then she just loved it. And then us too, we're so passionate about the tobacco and the flavor and how it burns, and me with the ash and the draw has to be so special with us. We're very picky on the packaging. The
well, she definitely was a very instrumental part in our journey and
Yeah.
for inspiration. But my inspiration also has been my mother.
Yeah.
Her grit, her taking no, not giving up when everyone said, oh my God, you're gonna go out of business. You don't know what you're doing. Well, she didn't exactly know what she was doing, but she
Yeah,
educated.
that's what learning's for.
Yes, there was a lot of yes, there was a lot of growing pains
Hmm.
business, but she's definitely been an inspiration for me.
Yeah,
Um, and you just don't take no for an answer, and you keep following your dreams, no matter who tells you you can't. You show them that you can.
yeah.
I take that near and dear to myself, and
So cute.
so
Wouldn't know what to do without her.
so definitely she
My
has
two
been
daughters.
my inspiration.
Now, is that the advice you would give to young women who are interested in coming into the cigar industry today?
Most definitely. If you have passion and you have your vision and you are going to sacrifice and put in the work, the the sky's the limit.
Yeah,
You can't give up on your dreams, and no matter how many doors close, there is going to be that door that will open.
yeah. Now, let's talk about a little about the culture of El Titan de Bronze. Now, your factory, I know for me, when I visited, I was like in awe of walking in the doors for the first time. I'm telling my wife, I'm like, listen, honey, we have to go to this place. If we see no other place in Little Havana, I said, we have to go to El Titan de Bronze just because of what El Titan de Bronze represents. It's become something of a pilgrimage site, I guess, for cigar lovers and people who look for the best cigars on the market. What is it about El Titan de Bronze that makes it so special to cigar people?
I mean, I think what makes it special, I mean, for most cigar lovers, you would have to hop on a plane, go to the DR or to Nicaragua, which is amazing. I mean, the first time I ever visited Nicaragua, it was, I think, is a festival. And yes, I was in the industry, but at the Titan level. But when I saw these huge factories and the rooms where they cure the tobacco and, from the seedling to the fields and everything that is involved, I was just flabbergasted. I could not believe how many hands touch, the tobacco
Hmm.
to this beautiful thing that we sit around and blow smoke and enjoy. I was floored. I could not believe it. So for people that have not visited and they come into our little time capsule, like I call it, they
Yeah.
get a little glimpse of what these huge factories are at a smaller scale.
Hmm.
Every walked into the door, I mean, I'm hoping, um, they feel right at home, and everyone, they come into the door and they say, oh my God, the smell in here is amazing.
I do, my grandfather.
And
Hmm.
process, they get to see the actual rolling and the the rollers bunching and putting
Yep.
wrapper for the girl at the draw test machine. So they get to see what a factory entails at a smaller scale without having to, take a flight, overseas.
Yeah. Now, what does a typical day look like inside the factory?
Oh, it's hustle and bustle. They start at 6:30 in the morning.
Hmm.
They have their materials ready for whatever production is on the calendar,
Yeah.
and it's go 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 up until closing.
Now, when you um, watch somebody smoke El Titan, what do you think is the most rewarding part of seeing somebody smoke a cigar that you said that was handcrafted in their factory? What is the most rewarding part of that for you?
It's watching them enjoy it.
Yeah.
Watch Watching them and enjoy what you've created. Um, I love when they, are celebrating something,
Hmm.
or they choose our cigar for that special occasion or for the birth of their child or their wedding or an anniversary. And not only, they're taking us into their journey.
Yeah.
It is very nice to see.
And they walk in here all over.
Oh, and what's nice too is that we've been already here 31 years.
Wow.
So we get a lot of newlyweds, and then they come back and they're
Mm.
back with
The
the baby. and then
Oh,
babies now are teenagers and they come back.
that's awesome.
People, to
Yeah,
be, different families and different journeys.
that's awesome.
Right.
Now, sitting down, looking into the future, what does the future look like for El Titan de Bronze?
Oh my God, yes. So we definitely want to expand.
Okay.
We this actually this month we have released our first cigar done outside of Titan de Broad, which
Mm-hmm. Yep.
the broadleaf that I blended.
Yep.
We did NASA to create the cigar for us. Um, and I mean, we're still going to be making all cigars out of it done. The higher end stuff. But we definitely want to expand because not everyone can, have $25 or $30 for a cigar. So
Yeah.
we wanted to just like broaden our reach.
Yeah.
That's where the Nicaraguan tobacco comes in. The Nicaraguan cigar, I should say.
Now, looking into the future, not just of El Titan, but in the future of cigars, what excites you most about where the cigar world is headed over the next few years?
God, Cuba.
Well, I mean, if we're watching the news,
Oh
I'm
yeah. There's
Dream.
been a lot of there's been a lot of news going around about Cuba,
Yeah.
so
My dream if Cuba does, whatever becomes free or whatever,
yeah.
um, to be able to get Cuban tobacco.
Okay. That would be fantastic.
I was younger, I would put a factory there in a heartbeat.
well,
But
I'm still young.
yeah, still young. The material, definitely. Plus, then you got that one because all the material we buy is all Cuban seed.
Yeah.
It's going to take a while for the soil in Cuba to produce the tobacco it used to produce years ago.
But it would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh my
It would be
God.
amazing to
Yeah,
actually,
that's
Yeah.
how,
be
yeah,
Cuban, and
yeah,
that would be just a full circle.
yeah.
Yeah.
When we did the Cohiba, we were all so excited.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, we're gonna see what happens with Cohiba because they have the American Cohiba and the Cuban Cohiba and how they're gonna.
Who knows? I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what's gonna happen? But
things will still start going no matter where it's at. But that'll be something. That's
Yeah.
the things we're looking forward to. Who knows? And if not, we're still going to be here.
there's
Yeah.
something that we want to preserve no matter what happens, and we still want to be making cigars, in the United States out of Little Havana. That's something that is very near and dear to our heart, and we're
Yeah.
very the fact that we have been in this industry for 31 years making cigars here, on our home soil, and that's something that we want to continue to do.
Yeah, because everybody left. Everybody, went
Yeah.
overseas cigars. So,
And there's nothing wrong with that, but
no, it's beautiful.
Mhm.
I mean, the factories they have are gorgeous. I remember
we're very proud about how we have been able to,
to
stay here.
stay here in the States.
Yeah.
Love them.
Now, if you could if you could describe the legacy of El Titan de Bronze in one sentence, what would it be?
Oh, the legacy, passion, uh,
Passion for the tobacco?
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's unbelievable when you get to leave Bella. And the other day they were taking the leaves apart, and I passed by and I thought, oh my God, that smells
So good.
so good. You can really, see. And the material we get, remember, we're little, we can't,
hmm
bilones, we can't do anything.
hmm
All our tobaccos are aged. So from the bale to the table, that's how ours is. and they're aged minimum 2 to 3 years. We don't have anything fresh like the other factories. They could buy the whole crop and then,
Yeah.
do whatever. We can't. Whatever we get, and people are so surprised. They say from the bale, you actually get the tobacco from the bale and put it on the roller's table, and here we go, and we
Yeah.
blend.
I would probably say our biggest legacy is the heart and soul that goes into, the cigar, the manufacturing end, and preserving our heritage is mainly, I think that is the whole thing.
Yeah.
After 31 years,
Yeah.
we still love them.
And it's like I'm the third generation,
Yeah.
so it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. It's amazing to see families hand down this tradition through, we're seeing a lot this year. We're seeing a lot of, even last year and the last couple of years, we've been seeing a lot of multi-generational tobacco families starting to get the younger generations involved. Like we have the Kellners, we have the Carrillos are now getting families involved in um, their tobacco productions, Aladino with the Iroa family and um, all that stuff. I'm truly so happy sometimes as a cigar smoker that I get a chance to experience some of these legacy family tobaccos and the stuff that they create and that they can continue on, in the future.
Uh, oh my God, yeah, so many. That is
Yeah,
Generation Padron,
It's generational.
yeah.
and
N-
all family.
Now, now before we wrap up, um, I just want to ask you guys, is there anything exciting besides the new cigar that you said is being produced outside of Miami for El Titan? Is there anything else exciting coming down the pipe for El Titan de Bronze that we should keep our eyes peeled for?
Um, yeah, but I can't say just yet.
Okay.
She's a master blender. She's Master G.
No, 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 no.
Master G for Giselle.
So being the younger generation and being a cigar smoker, I have my distinct, I have my own palate.
Of course.
So, like I did the reblend of the Redemption. That's my spin on it.
Which was fantastic, by the way. I absolutely adore that cigar.
Thank you.
And she drinks bourbon.
Okay, but that's we're not talking.
There's nothing wrong with bourbon. We're bourbon lovers here too on the podcast, so we got it.
So we're gonna have a new project.
Cool.
Soon. I'll let you,
Okay.
but it is definitely a new line extension.
Awesome. Now, we're gonna have to. I mean, I'm gonna have to come down there. I have plans of visiting next year again. My wife and I are coming down. Our family friend Luis Cuevas of Casa Cuevas has invited us down so graciously, and he says you have to go visit El Titan again. So I'm gonna definitely get a chance to stop in. My buddy John Huber's like, listen, if you need me to call Giselle for you to get you in the factory, just let me know. I'll give her a call.
Everyone's welcome.
Everyone's welcome, and we're here.
We're here. All the smokers are cigar family. They come in and they get so excited, and we're just as excited as they are because it's a certain group that really appreciates.
It's a large community. It's a large
Yeah.
community, and it doesn't matter what your background is. We all share one thing, and that's the passion of the lead.
Hmm.
So it's a nice community that we have going.
Now, before I let you guys go, just let my viewers know where they can find L Titan products and how they can find you on your socials.
Okay, so you could visit eltitancigars.com, and our Instagram page is the name of the store, El Titan de Bronze. There's a link where you could find El Titan the Redemption. We're in
Yeah.
a little over 200 stores. I don't have that list, but there's a link on the redemption site where you put in your zip code and it will show you the nearest stores near you. And you can
Okay.
find Little Havana, Miami, and everyone's more than welcome to come and visit. There's not too much of a tour because we're so little, but they get
Yeah.
experiences.
It's funny because when they come in, they think, "Oh, you have more room
Where's
in
the
the house."
warehouse?
Yeah, it's funny. It was we were walking through Calle Ocho. We stayed right outside in Little Havana. We stayed right outside of Calle Ocho, and I know just walking down the street, you just see signs as cigar rollers and handmade and but we had to come visit you guys, but definitely went next year when my wife and I were in Miami again, we'll have to come visit you guys and say hi. And but again, Giselle and Sandy, thank you both today for joining us and sharing your story of dedication and craftsmanship and leadership in the cigar world. You guys truly embody the spirit of Women's History Month for us. And to my viewers here, if you guys have never experienced a cigar from El Titan de Bronze, please, 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 please do yourself a favor and seek one out. Honestly, you're getting a piece of tradition, passion, and artistry literally in every single puff on these cigars. And as always, thank you for spending time with us here at the Lounge Life podcast, where good cigars and great conversations never go out of style. Do you guys have anything else you'd like to say before we let you go?
No.
Oh, when you come
Ask for
back,
Sandy or
ask
Giselle.
for me or Giselle, and then we'll get to the cortadito de la colada, which is a Cuban coffee with a cigar. That's like the ultimate.
All right. Yeah, I think when I was there, I drank so much cafecito I could not even go to sleep one night. It was just so much cafecito. It was like morning, noon, and night. I had like five of them in one day, and it was like we went to Versailles, and it was cafecito and a redemption in the morning, and it was just like it was on from there.
That will definitely get your motors going. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, Giselle and Sandy, thank you guys so much for spending time with us and celebrating women's history with us. And we will see you guys next time. And I will definitely see you guys in person next time I come down.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.